Hallo und herzlich willkommen zurück hier zu Tales of Arise mit dem Ralf von der letzten Folge. Tja, haben wir ein bisschen was gesucht und zwar diese komische Eisenflöte, die anscheinend ein Material ist, das wir verwenden können für ein Schwert, wenn es denn mal so weit ist. Aber ich sehe gerade hier, wir sollten noch mal rasten.
Looks like we get to sleep with her.
Ja, weil wir sollten was kochen. Okay, was haben wir denn? Erfahrungsboost, Large. Angriff. Oh, machen wir einen Grillfisch.
Looks perfect and tastes just as good.
Oh. Bodenloser Magen. Okay. Oh ja. So. Dann gehen wir mal weiter und gucken nach dem verscheuchten Lord. Mahag, Saar. Das ist schon ein bisschen trostlos hier.
Got sand in my eyes.
The winds are strong here. Mind yourselves.
Ugh, even the inside of my mouth is all sandy.
Hoodle, don't get blown away, okay?
The winds outside the capital are blowing as strongly as ever.
You can definitely see why people call this place the Valley of the Four Winds.
Indeed, Mahag Saar is the realm of wind, just as Ganeth Heros is for water.
Earth, water, fire, wind, light, and darkness. Rena is aligned to darkness, leaving each realm one element each.
Is that because some elements are easier to gather in certain areas than others?
That is certainly possible, but I suspect the biggest reason is to prevent the lords from squabbling over resources.
Funny. You would think infighting would come naturally to an elite class vying for a crown.
True, but the Renans rule as a minority. Fighting ourselves would just be destructive. Though, as you saw in Menancia, any abstention from fighting is merely a facade.
In the end, you all get usurped whether you like it or not.
That may be true, but something tells me that this time is different.
We have to catch up to the Lord first if we want answers. Let's keep moving.
What is that ring of rocks over there for? They don't look like they formed naturally to me.
Oh yeah. Funny, I guess I've gotten used to weird rock formations. They didn't even register as being out of the ordinary.
Most likely, they were brought over by us Renans when we first invaded the planet.
Wait, those? So does that mean there's some kind of machine then? And if so, what in the world were they even used for?
To manipulate the properties of Dahna's astral energy.
Really?
Think about it. Isn't it strange that the type of energy each realm collects is so fixed? Astral energy by nature isn't meant to skew towards one element or another so heavily.
So the Renans reformed it for the crown contest.
Sounds like the crazy thing a Renan would do.
Renans these days are more advanced than Danans in some ways, but even they don't seem capable of doing something on that grand a scale. Or is that something that's possible on Lenegis? Or maybe the Renan homeworld?
I can't claim to know everything about my own kind, but I myself have never seen anything that would be capable of such a drastic feat.
But at some point they did just that. Those are the sort of people we're up against. We should do our best not to forget that.
You're so amazing, Kisara. You can cook, you can fix weapons. I feel like there's practically nothing you can't do.
Maybe you should take a page out of her book and learn to make yourself more useful then.
I'd be happy to teach you if you want, Rinwell. I learned most everything I know from my brother.
Really? Even how to sew and do laundry?
Yes, indeed. He knew how to do anything.
Sounds like he was a pretty handy guy when he was alive.
He was. I'd always follow him around and badger him with questions. I was a real pain in the neck. Now that I think about it, he and Legil were the ones who taught me how to raise cats, too.
Legil is that woman who was with him in the Gold Dust Cats, right? I remember now. The one with the really pretty hair.
Funny you mention that. He also taught me how to maintain my hair. Not that those lessons stopped it from getting all tangled up during training.
I think it still looks gorgeous.
From what I can tell, it would appear as though the only thing he didn't manage to teach you was how to apply makeup.
No, but that didn't stop him from trying. He really wanted to teach me everything. Only reason he couldn't was because I prioritized my training.
And here I was trying to make a joke.
I can't tell if she's being serious. The only one here who knows him well enough was her.
Yeah, I guess only Miguel could have told us if it's actually true.
Das war jetzt aber viel Palaber. Ui. Ach du, schon wieder. Hast wieder nichts zu essen?
Oh?
Oh, da ist ja wieder der Feinschmecker. Ich erinnere mich, du bist die junge Frau, die immer am Verhungern ist. Ich habe dich seit unserem Treffen in Edelmenisia nicht mehr gesehen. Du bist doch die, die immer hungert. Du bist doch der immer hungert. Ich nehme an, du hast auf deinen Reisen ein weiteres Rezept gefunden. Ja, das bin ich. Bin froh, dass ich also direkt zur Sache kommen kann.
Is that so?
Und wer ist das? Das ist Gordeno. Er reist auf der Suche nach neuen Rezepten zum Probieren durch Dahna.
You don't say.
Eine schöne Aufgabe, wenn ich das sagen darf. Ich heiße Doalim, werter Herr. Es ist mir ein Vergnügen, deine Bekanntschaft zu machen. Wow, der Doalim, Lord von Eldemenesia? Es ist mir eine Ehre, mein Lord. Der Rindereintopf war absolut exquisit. Die Ehre ist ganz meinerseits, werter Herr. Aber wie kommt es, dass du das streng geheime Gericht des Palastes probieren konntest?
Hey!
Wie auch immer, das genau brauchst du denn diesmal von uns. Komm schon, spuck's aus. Na gut. Diesmal suche ich nach Salat, Äpfel und Zitronen. Darf ich euch bitten, mir diese Sache zu bringen?
Sure.
Hammer. Wenn das alles ist, was du brauchst, dann haben wir ja schon alles dabei.
Nice work.
In diesem Fall gebe ich euch das Rezept, damit ihr feinen Leute es sofort zubereiten
Oh.
könnt. Wow, das sieht überraschend einfach aus. Sogar ich könnte das hinbekommen.
Very nice.
Wunderbar, dann überlasse ich euch die Zubereitung. Salat, Apfel und Zitrone.
Well?
Okay, fertig.
Yes.
Oho, schau dir diese liebliche Gericht an. Dazu riecht es auch noch so göttlich. Mal sehen, wie es schmeckt.
What?
Wow, das ist absolut exquisit. Exquisit schlecht, meine ich.
What?
Kaum unerwartet. Wirklich? Ich versichere dir, dass ich das Rezept für dieses sogenannte Vitamintrunk bis ins Detail befolgt habe. Probier ihn selbst und sag mir dann, ob du von deinem Gebräu immer noch so überzeugt bist. Alles klar, dann runter damit.
I don't believe this.
Weißt du, was ich meine? Da will man sich übergeben, was?
Alright.
Moment mal, ich sehe da eine kleine Warnung unter dem Rezept. Reine Gemüsesmoothies sind nur für Kenner der Materie zu empfehlen. Anfänger sollten für den Geschmack Fruchtsaft hinzufügen.
No.
Junge Frau, hast du nur den Salat beigemischt, obwohl ich dich gebeten habe, auch Äpfel und Zitronen
Sure.
einzufügen? Ach komm schon, wer liest denn schon das Kleingedruckte?
Really now?
Lektion gelernt, Shion, wir müssen es nur nochmal versuchen und Obst dazu tun.
Yes.
Nun gut, lass uns von vorne anfangen.
What?
Boah, das ist absolut exquisit. Zumindest im Vergleich.
What?
Du klingst immer noch nicht so begeistert. Ist das wirklich das beste Rezept, das Mahag Saar zu bieten hat? Ich glaub schon. Als ich zum ersten Mal davon hörte, erinnerte es mich an das aus Menencia. Die Kombi aus Obst und Gemüse erinnert mich ans Zusammenleben von Danaher und Renaer. Ich dachte, das Rezept würde diese Harmonie einfangen. Sonst ist es das gesündeste Rezept, was du hier finden wirst. Ich werde ihn auf jeden Fall kosten, um sicherzustellen, dass die kostbare Harmonie weiterlebt, auch innerhalb eines Magens. Puh, na, nun, das hat mich erst einmal befriedigt. Ich kann dieses Reich jetzt ohne Reue verlassen. Es wird Zeit, dass ich aufbreche und nach großartigen Genüsse finde. Lebt wohl, meine kulinarischen Kameraden. Eigentlich würde ich gern noch ein Glas trinken, bevor ich gehe.
Well, that was a huge miscalculation.
Yet you've drained your glass all the same.
Alphen, have you been washing your clothes? It may not be my place to say this, but frankly, they're starting to stink.
Now that you mention it, it has been a while since I did any laundry.
I'll wash them for you if you want. Just remember to give them to me the next time you get changed.
Oh, okay. Sure. Thanks, Kisara.
And, Law, Rinwell, yours are starting to look a bit ragged.
What do you expect? Of course they're going to tear up when we're out there fighting so much.
Yeah, but it's still kind of embarrassing, having it pointed out like this.
And Shion?
I wouldn't touch me if I were you.
Of course. My apologies. All I wanted to say was that your sleeves are getting a little bit dirty.
You don't need to worry so much, Kisara. It's only natural our clothes are gonna get a little dirty while we're traveling around.
That's no excuse. Your outward appearance says a lot about your inner well-being.
Now you've really set her off.
Suffice to say, it would appear that the traditions of the Guard are still alive and well within her.
What do you mean? What do the guardsmen do that's so special?
Mostly, I'm simply referring to the fact that they're a very regimented and cleanly group of people.
Do I really sound that weird to you guys? Keeping your clothes clean and mended is completely normal to me.
Don't get us wrong. We appreciate the thought, Kisara. But we've got a long journey ahead. It wouldn't hurt to relax your standards. Just a little.
If you're sure. I wasn't trying to overdo it, I promise. However, if it's making the rest of you tense, I'll do my best to tone it down from here on out. Still, if everyone could bring their laundry and clothes they want fixed, that'd be great. I'll take care of it all for you guys tonight.
Don't you ever get tired?
Die wäre eine Supermutter. Wolfies!
Go no further!
Nicht ausweichen. Spring doch nicht ständig weg.
These ones can run rings around us.
Come one, come all. Dragon swarm.
This one's mine.
Prepare to be seized.
This one's mine.
Actually, that sound is more appropriate.
Less talking, more doing.
Armor won't save you. You're mine. Swallow blade. Wind.
Sleep now. I'll be
It's over.
saving this one.
Eat dirt.
Here comes on guard.
Here I come.
Do it.
Remote.
Astral energy.
Say no more. Got it.
Well done.
No, you can't.
Reload.
Swallow blade.
Well then, let's keep moving.
Jo. Busy Chili. Sind wir aber voll. Sieht die Map eigentlich aus? Aha. Ja.
Somehow, things are even worse outside the city than they are inside.
Yeah, it's all ruined. Houses and everything else.
Even if it was all in the name of beating the Renans, this is...
So, haben wir da eine Eule.
Maybe something's going on in the forest.
Ja, Moment. Immer erst wieder lang. denn hier? Hadensee.
I think Hoodle senses something.
Also diese Map ist auch ein Viech. Ein Eulchen.
Why didn't the Renans take it?
Warum fangen die immer kurz davor an zu labern, wenn wir Feinde engagen?
Right here. I got Rising Falcon. Lunar Blast. Lunar Blast. Time to shine. Here I come. Raging Lightning. Do it. Prepare to be sealed. Go for it. Prepare to crumble.
Think we overdid it?
Here I come. Not by a long shot. Dragon Swarm. Be still. I'm not done.
This one's mine.
Take
If
it.
it's in the sky,
You're
it's
finished.
Tiger
Not
Blade.
on my watch. Reload.
Hurricane Strike. I'm
You're
gone.
mine. Swallow Blade.
Here goes.
Here I come.
Hurricane
Swallow Blade.
Strike.
Dragon
This
Swarm.
one's mine.
Swallow Blade. Struck.
Back into the fray.
Here I come.
Going in. I never miss. Do it.
Get.
I'll stop your movement.
And I'll stop your life!
This could be useful.
Mhm. Die Drohnen.
This will be a delicious piece of cake.
Dragon Swarm. Burn.
Armor won't save you.
Take this. You're mine.
This ends now.
Consider yourself finished.
See you continue on in that
Now.
vein.
Yes, my lady?
Something you wanted to say?
Durchmarsch.
Good to know my training is paying off.
Du bist ein großer.
An opponent like this should be easy.
Here I come. Swallow Blade. Dragon Swarm. Not
It can hide itself? Amazing!
piercing roar. Lightning Look shot. Rising Falcon. You're mine. Swallow Blade. Swallow Blade. Lightning Slap.
I'll take you all on. Ha! Flare the Molitor.
Glacial Fire. Now I can let loose.
And just like that, I'm back in it.
Start by holding the front line.
No sooner said than done.
Komm, 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 komm.
Be still.
How do you like being pounded into shape? In a bind? Their arts were interrupted. Denied.
Swallow Blade. Burn in hell. You're mine.
Look shot.
Swallow Blade.
This one's mine. Flaming meteor.
You're mine.
Aua.
This isn't a
Thanks,
deal.
Kisara.
You're bruised all over. Did you even notice?
Guess I got carried away.
I'm not always going to be around to heal you, you know.
Coming through.
Und Ulti. Bam.
Scarlet Inferno.
Ready and raring!
Armor won't save you. Here I come. Dragon.
Down. Your art.
Swallow Blade. Dragon Swarm.
That's my cue.
Shut him down.
Try harder. Prepare to be seen.
Here, let me help.
Piss off. Eat this. Take this. Dragon Swarm.
Going in.
Swallow Blade. Castle. Rising Falcon.
There you go. Don't let up.
Here I come. Swallow Blade. Dragon Swarm! I owe you one. Mirage! Dragon Swarm!
Go for it! Prepare to crumble! Does anyone else think this may be just a bit too tough for us?
Ach, was? Bisschen Kopfsalat. Oh. Aber das zum Heilen. Danke. Ich war so ins Angeln vertieft, dass ich gar nicht gemerkt habe, dass ich fast selbst zum Fischköder geworden wäre. Meerbrasse. Göttin der Güte. Heilarzt verbessern. Mhm. Okay, dafür spare ich.
I wonder just how many people have been saved by Shion in some form. I'm impressed.
There's rumors flying around about people being saved by a Renin vision of beauty.
The vision of beauty? That's a bit much.
Alphen had better stay on his toes.
Where do I come into this? Am I imagining things? Or are there a lot of big Zoogles in this area?
No, I noticed that too. There's plenty of food and water to go around here. For a Zoogle, this just might be paradise.
Great, that's exactly what I wanted to hear.
Ist ein guter Farmplatz. Für XP und für Zeug.
Is there a reason you're looking at me so intently?
Shion's kind of turned into the local fashion critic in our group.
So this is what lords like you wear. Certainly looks the part. I can tell at a glance what high quality everything is.
It's not often Shion's that impressed. You wear a lot of rings too, don't you?
They were a gift, purchased rather cheaply, or so I was told.
What's your definition of cheap exactly?
I believe it was around 100 to 200,000 gold.
What? If my wolf head cost 10 gold, then that'd mean... Holy crap! They cost 1,000 times more?!
10,000 times more.
If he sold those things off, I bet he could build a damn mansion with them.
At the very least, he'd never go hungry the rest of his life.
You're all beginning to sound alarmingly interested in my rings.
What's up, Kisara? You look concerned.
Oh, no, it's just... I'm looking at our finances and they seem to have taken a nosedive. I don't remember us making any big purchases, though.
Ah, that may be because I borrowed a small amount to purchase something the other day.
I don't think you can call spending more than half of our money a small amount.
Half? Dohalim, what the hell did you buy?
As it so happens, I came upon a rather special object that I've long been searching for.
Are you talking about that junk? I mean, that unique-looking trinket you're holding?
Whoa, is that a...
Indeed. It is a lost artifact from ancient Dahnan times. Most likely, it was used for some sort of rite or ritual. Ever since we Renins conquered Dahna, such objects have been disappearing. I simply want to do my part to help preserve both our people's storied histories.
Well, if it's to preserve Dahnan history, then I guess we can maybe look the other way. Just this once?
I don't know. Why spend money on something that won't even keep us fed?
More to the point, we all contribute to that money. I don't like the thought of anyone dipping into it without saying anything.
You must understand. Had I let that opportunity pass me by, I'd never have come across this item again.
Dohalim, maybe no one taught you that money doesn't grow on trees.
I may have been a lord, but I realize that much.
It's not enough to simply realize it. You have to internalize the concept too. Even after all this time, you still have no real sense of money. Our funds aren't your personal wallet. We camp outside and eat grass for dinner to try and stretch every last gold we have. You never know when we may need it.
I don't think we're so poor that we have to eat grass or anything.
Shut up, Alphen.
Shutting.
Let's just agree to not spend too much or be too thrifty for our own good.
Tja, wenn man aus dem reichen Haushalt kommt, ist der Euro halt doch nicht so viel wert. Für einen selber, als für jemand anders. Kommt auch davon, ob man mit... Was ist der Stundenlohn jetzt, der Mindestlohn? Ist er schon bei 12 Euro? Irgendwas zwischen 10 und 12 Euro. Naja. Manche haben halt einen Stundenlohn von 1000 Euro.
Alphen, your blazing sword draws its power from Shion's Fire Master Core, right?
So I'm told.
Then why don't you use yours, Dohalim?
You mean my Earth Master Core, yes?
Yeah, I mean, you still carry it around with you, don't you?
I do. Each Master Core contains the astral energy harvested from Danan's slaves over the course of the last 3 centuries. Though only a select few qualified people, namely the Lords, can wield them, they nevertheless hold too much power to simply abandon.
If only the Lords are supposed to be able to use them, how come Alphen and Shion can use theirs?
That may be because Shion has embedded the Fire Master Core within her body, something which wouldn't have occurred under normal circumstances.
Okay, but why do you still carry yours around?
Just as Danans see Master Cores as symbols of the lives and resources robbed from them, so too do I view mine as a symbol of our lasting sins. The pain and agony wrought upon this world by my predecessors, as well as the injustice enabled by my own inaction, are all housed within my Master Core. It is a testament of all that I have done wrong. It cannot ever be used again, nor fall back into the wrong hands.
Dohalim.
You didn't differentiate between the deaths of Danans and the deaths of Renans.
Danans and Renans both spill blood and languish in agony all the same. I just couldn't bear to hear it any longer. That's all.
Little late for that.
Ja gut, besser später als nie, würde ich mal sagen. Oh, noch mehr.
Hey, Rinwell, what was that whole legend you were talking about earlier, back when we were by the gate?
Huh? Oh, you mean about the Darkwings? It's an old story about a Danan hero that's been passed down for generations.
Like I said, I sure haven't heard it before.
Yeah, me neither.
Well, long ago, there was an evil king who tried to bring all of Dahna to ruin. However, a pure black owl heard the pleas of the people and decided to help. It chose a young hero and bestowed upon them a holy flame that was capable of vanquishing the king. The story goes that the young hero challenged the king and defeated them with the flame. Seeing Dahna had been saved, the people flew the crest of the Darkwings as thanks to the owl for its help. From what I understand, it used to be a really well-known story before the Renans came.
I guess our people must have forgotten it over time. It's lucky for us you still know it. You sure are well-versed in these sorts of things, Rinwell.
You know, the part where the hero defeats the king with a flame reminds me a little of Alphen.
Come on, it's just a story. Besides, if we're talking about an owl helping anyone, Hoodle would definitely choose Rinwell.
Sure, I might have helped take out our own kind of evil king with the others, but I'm definitely no hero. That and Hoodle's wings aren't even black. Huh.
Immer schön trinken. Ging jetzt länger als ich dachte. Oh, wir können mit allen reden. Also nicht mit mehr als ich dachte. Ich dachte, wir können nur mit den beiden reden, aber ist bei Rinwell noch was kommt?
Rinwell, mind if we chat a little? I noticed you haven't been training Hoodle lately. Is he doing okay?
Yeah, he's fine. He's been catching fish with Kisara, and he seems to be adjusting his diet on his own, so I'm not as worried as before.
Maybe that's his way of pitching in, so you don't have to do everything for him.
Yeah, maybe. I guess at some point he started taking a shine to everyone too, just like they did to him.
You sound like you're okay with that.
Yeah. More than okay, really. It feels natural having Hootle and everyone around.
I know what you mean. We all support and take care of each other in our own ways. It's starting to feel like we're almost a family.
Huh. I hadn't thought of it like that. So does that make you everybody's dad?
Do I really
Lol.
look that old to you?
Huh? You don't like that? Okay, how about you be the big brother? Shion is the big sister. And Kisara can be our mom.
Well, then how about Dohalim for the dad?
I don't really get that kind of vibe from Dohalim. He's more like an uncle. An old uncle, who's too preachy and snarky for his own good sometimes. And as for Law... Well, Hootle took the little brother role, and Law's definitely not the dad. This is hard. Oh! Law can be the pet dog!
A dog? Do dogs really count as part of a family?
Of course they do! If an owl can be part of our family, so can a dog. When you think about it like that, we have a pretty fun family.
Yeah, a pretty big one as well.
That's why I like it so much. I wish we didn't have to do anything dangerous. I just want to keep traveling the world with you guys the way we are right now.
You okay?
Oh, it's nothing. Actually, I think I'm gonna go practice with Hootle for a bit. We should really get some rest.
Das wird eine Andeutung auf irgendwas.
I want to go back to bed.
Oh ja, das kann ich nachvollziehen. Aber an der Stelle sage ich danke fürs Zusehen. Ich hoffe, es hat euch gefallen. Und ja, wisst ihr, liken, subscriben, der Welt von Dahna. Und wenn ihr es noch nicht schon getan habt, die Notification Bell aktivieren, dass YouTube weiß, dass ihr mehr von uns sehen wollt. Sollte YouTube euch nicht benachrichtigen, wenn was bei uns abgeht, gibt es auch den Twitter-Account für den, dem ihr einen Follower drücken könnt und auf alle Feeds-Anzeigen anstellen solltet. Dann sieht bis zur nächsten Folge. Auf Wiedersehen.